Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having us today. We are the team from Nile University. This is Amira Akram's graduation project research. It is a case study about the comparison between the global sports marketing strategies for women athletes versus those practiced in Egypt locally. Amira has actually gained the distinction in her research project graduation last year, and she is presenting it to everyone. Thank you. Amira, please proceed.
Morning, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely day. Let's go through the world of sports, especially for female athletes, as female athletes are currently breaking barriers and rewriting history. But how do their sports marketing strategy measure up globally? This comparative case study takes a closer look by comparing the sports marketing approaches by two female athletes, Noor El Sherbini, which is #1 ranked squash player and 7 times world champion, more than any male athlete, and Miray Sherbini, the first woman to reach the main draw of a Grand Slam tournament at the Roland Garros, to those of international icons like Serena Williams and Simone Biles, to uncover whether their sports marketing strategies of the Egyptian athletes, their approaches align or differ with the global standards. So the research objective is to examine the alignment or misalignment of the marketing strategies for Egyptian athletes, female athletes, compared to the global icons of Serena Williams and Simone Biles and the overall global standards, and to propose a framework and recommendations to enhance the marketing efforts and evaluate the Egyptian athletes globally. So at the core of the comparative case study is a critical research question. What key elements should be included into a framework for optimizing sports marketing for female athletes in Egypt to ensure alignment with effective global strategies? To provide a deeper analysis, I evaluated the application of sport marketing strategies through 3 lenses. The first lens is the theoretical lens, to evaluate if athletics marketing strategies are coherent or fragmented. Also assessing if their alignment and effectiveness using the sports marketing mix. How did they use it? Secondly, pioneering approaches. So there's well-known godfathers to sports marketing, actually, who are Patrick Nally and Mark McCormick. So their strategies were used to explore how female athletes can enhance their global marketing presence and compare the actual applications of their strategies. Lastly, the benchmark analysis, which is comparing the global and the Egyptian athletes' use of the marketing mix to identify gaps, similarities, and opportunities for improvement. Deloitte data in 2024 highlighted that 57% of brand decision makers who haven't yet invested in women's sport cited that unproven business return as a significant barrier is the reason actually for not investing. Despite the growing visibility of female athletes and the expanding sector, there remains a challenge in effectively communicating the value of investing in women's sports. At the heart of this issue is understanding that athletic excellence alone is no longer enough for the long-term success or for investors. So female athletes must adopt strategic and innovative marketing to unlock their full potential. To answer this, we used a qualitative triangulation methodology, which was adopted. This approach combined 3 key data resources: secondary data, analyzing the existing research reports and industry trends; primary data, conducting interviews with the key stakeholders, including sports marketing professionals and experts; and Noor Sherbini and Miray Sharif, the 2 female Egyptian athletes, agencies, to tell me about their background story and their journey doing all the marketing efforts. And thirdly, the content analysis, reviewing the publicly available material such as the athletes' social media, marketing campaigns, sponsorship deals and announcements, to evaluate their visibility and effectiveness through a strategic timeline since their beginning to a very important milestone in their career, to see if the marketing activities was fragmented or strategic. The data were then subjected to thematic analysis, a systemic method to identify patterns and themes. This process helped highlight actionable insights to address the gaps in the marketing strategies by using the triangulation approach. The research ensured a comprehensive understanding of the challenges and opportunities in optimizing the sports marketing for Egyptian female athletes. What we discovered was that the case study revealed a significant misalignment between the marketing strategies for female athletes and the global benchmarks, such as icons Serena Williams, the iconic tennis player, and Simone Biles, the iconic gymnastic player. The key challenges for Egyptian athletes included weak brand building efforts, limited audience engagement, and lack of long term social influence. While sponsorship and media exposure were part of their strategies, these efforts still fell short of achieving sustainability and global success compared to the global standards. Also, some of these gaps included brand building as a foundation. A strong brand, personal brand enhances an athlete excellence and visibility appeal and sponsorship attractions locally and globally. Then the importance of athletic engagement, personal engagement, uh, shared values that boost relativity and trust and marketability among audience and so on, attracting sponsors. Thirdly, media training were a critical role as effective communication and bullish the media presence, amplify an athletic public image and sponsorship appeal. So to address all of these gaps and have a strategic framework, the case study identified key stages that athletes must navigate to gain recognition, enhance marketability, secure sponsorships both locally and globally. These stages are all provided in a structured approach. The case study introduced the optimal marketability framework, a seven-layered roadmap for athletes starting from the bottom to the top. This comprehensive framework guides them through every stage of their career, from talent development as they discover their sport, training, health, nutrition, preparations, parenting, education, which is a very critical role, going up to the strength in the core, mental conditioning and fitness, and preparing them for competitions and tournaments and coaching, then heading up to establishing marketability as gaining the governmental support, the fund, building a personal brand and image and media training, and then market presence and exposure, viewership, broadcasting, international tournament exposure, social media exposure, being ready for the digital marketing and PR strategy, commercialization and advocacy, being ready for endorsement, sponsorship, social advocacy.
3 minutes, 3 minutes, Amira.
Sure. Okay, and then global expansion, ready for being an international icon and ready for international marketing activities and the merchandise and sales. And lastly, preparing for a legacy to exit and retirement marketing plan to leverage their brand and equity post career. Mainly this to focus on a long-term success and impactful personal branding. These models empowers athletes to sustain marketability throughout their journey and beyond. To conclude, the case study identified gaps between the marketing strategies of female athletes and global female athletes, aiming to develop a framework with recommendations for success. It highlighted the misalignment between local and global strategies and stressed the importance of prioritizing personal branding and strategic marketing plan to boost marketability and sustain careers. Developing the optimal marketing framework to guide athletes from talent development to marketability, commercialization, global expansion, and securing a post-career legacy. So you're not dead after your career. Optimizing marketing strategies for female athletes is the key to demonstrate the proven business potential of investing in women's sports and communicate it to investors and decision making, addressing the concerns of brand decision makers to unlocking their global potential and ensuring long-term success. Thank you so much.